Tara, first of all, could I get your reaction on the result overall? A very strong start to the game. We see that first half. You were leading for a large part of that first half. What do you think went wrong in the second half?
I think throughout we definitely won our individual battles. I think we fought and we competed throughout. It was just a couple of I haven't watched it back, and obviously my head's still in a whirlwind with it all. But I just think we give up a few not necessarily errors, but we've got so much passion on the field that a few things went wrong, and it gave them a bit of field position, and they just put a lot of points on the board early on in that second half, and I think we really shown our grit and determination to keep them off the board as much as we did. But no, I think we definitely won our individual battles. I just think it just wasn't our day today.
Obviously a lot of professional players in their team. Is this as close as we can get without going professional ourselves, do you think?
14 points is the difference, and obviously a lot of them girls are full-time professionals, and there's a lot of the girls that have gave up 5 years of getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, myself included, getting up and then doing a 10-12 hour shift and then putting in a gym session, and you genuinely do it day after day, and it isn't a sacrifice because it's what we want to do. And I think we're definitely worth investing. I think time is like the S&C staff that have worked behind, the coaching staff that have genuinely, like, when everybody else is asleep, they're up analysing, and I think that the difference is that we need that time in the gym, and that time in doing what we can do, not necessarily at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, then doing a 12-hour shift, doing it with the right recovery, with the right rest, with the right mindset, and yeah, as I say, we've really shown how much hard work we've put into the 5 years, into the preparation for this tournament.
I mean, there's really, as you say, working at 5 o'clock, there's not really much more that anybody else could do, is there? And it's just the fact that as you say, they have that time to go and train, to go and work. They don't have to go to work. They can spend the time preparing. But
yeah, it is, and then 14 points, like it's not about the scoreboard. This is what we've got to think about. As much as we have closed that gap, it would never out the scoreboard. If it goes in your favour, then we're through to a final. That's the obvious thing. But Craig just mentioned then that if you look at where we were and where we've come in 5 years, like I think it was more than 40 points when we were in 2017, and it's 14 points now. Like physically, you can see the individual battles on the field, and I just think that we were worth investing in, and I really hope that someone out there can see that, because we've worked so hard, and there's genuinely only so much that we can do.
Craig was speaking in this press conference about strengthening our competition here back home. Instead of letting players go to Australia to play up there, to strengthen our own competition, to build our own talents. Do you think in order to do that, we really have to spread some of the talent around some of the teams, as some people may have mentioned, or what do we do about our competitions?
I think the competition this year definitely went in the right direction. I think that's shown from how we're performing in the international duty, but yeah, I think it's just about week in, week out having that competition, and I don't know whether it's about spreading it. Obviously, we're here at York. I obviously moved from Castleford, and it genuinely has given. There's another competing side that is York Valkyrie now. But no, I just think it's just about working towards just everyone working really hard in the competition, and being the role models that we are, and just hopefully people that are in the competition really want to put the graft in that we put in, and I genuinely believe there is. I genuinely believe there's a lot of people that are in. I think the talent pool has definitely increased since 2017.
Tara, I'll let you go, but just one last thing, because there's 7,000 people in there today. Yeah. I remember starting off, do you remember 2017, playing at Castle Rugby Union ground with 100 people to the side? It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah,
it really is, and I can't even put to words how much it means to have the support. When the kickers came out, when the catchers came out, when the whole squad came out, everybody cheered like it was the first time they'd seen us, and it's so special. It's really, really special to us, and to have that backing, and it puts a lump in my throat when I see some of the parents that are saying you're an inspiration to my child, and it just means so much to us, and it isn't a sacrifice us doing what we're doing. We absolutely love it, and we'd do it time over. We really would.